Hello, I'm Wonder001 and this is my review of the JBL Clip 3 portable waterproof wireless Bluetooth speaker. I know that is a bit of a mouthful, so short and sweet of it. This is a portable Bluetooth speaker. It is waterproof. That is why you're looking at it. You probably know the brand JBL and you know it's a decent brand, so hence you're here, you're wondering about this particular speaker. Well, let's take a look at what we're actually getting here. The front is just, your kind of grill for your speaker enclosure. And again, I say enclosure because this is a IPX7 rated device, which means that it is waterproof, meaning it can be submerged in up to 3 feet of water and not hurt the device. Any more than that, wouldn't recommend it. But you know for sure, it is splash proof, it is waterproof up to that depth. For myself, I primarily got this because I wanted a speaker that I could listen to my podcasts while I was showering. I take hot and steamy showers and have killed several other types of speakers that weren't waterproof, so I was definitely looking for a waterproof device. On the front, aside from that enclosure, you have your volume controls for lowering and raising the volume. You also have your play icon right there, so tapping that will play whatever you have. I will say that there is no skipping tracks feature on the front as a dedicated button. You do have to double tap your play button in order to skip ahead. I will say there is no skipping backwards. I did originally think that it was holding down the plus or minus, which just raised the volume. All right, so that is the front. The other reason that I like this is it has a clip. The clip makes it very easy to clip onto your backpack, to your bike, to your belt loop, or in my case, a shower ring. The clip itself is not actually made of metal, as I saw a lot of other reviewers state. It is actually just a very sturdy plastic. Inside there, which is what I'm trying to focus on, you will notice that it does have a little bit of a textured rubber-ish inlay there to make it easier to grip onto things. The clip itself is really sturdy. I have no problems with that. And it does go around the entire device, giving it almost like a bumper ring to help protect your overall device. Now, if we flip the device to the back, you have this very large rubberized footprint, which is kind of focusing there. There are little nubs, so if you lay this flat, it's not resting directly on the back, and as you heard, it just bangs down, no problems whatsoever. Coming across to the side, you have your in-case power button and Bluetooth button. So this is how you would power on device. This is how you would pair the device. I'll do that in a moment, but you'll notice that it is completely enclosed. This is why you get that waterproof rating. On the bottom here, this is your, branding, but also opening it up is your housing for your micro USB port, and right over there, which is a little hard to see, is your 3.5 millimeter jack. So you can connect this to Bluetooth, which is primarily how you're going to use this, but the option is there to use headphone jack if you wanted to. You'll notice that the housing cover is nice and thick, so you really don't have to worry about water seepage into here, which is great. And that, which you might not know, is actually a microphone that you can use with this. So if you happen to have this on and a call comes in, you don't want to pull your phone out of your pocket, you could use this. The speaker quality I like, it's great. The microphone quality, not the greatest in my opinion. Now this does have a 1000 milliamp battery in it, which is supposed to give you 10 hours of playtime. I do say supposed to because it varies on how loud you listen to it and what you're listening to. So for myself, I got fairly close to the 10 hours, and that's mostly just listening to podcasts, not actually listening to music. The charge time to charge that 1000 milliamp battery is about 2 hours and 45 minutes, rounding up to 3 hours, which is what most of the documentation says. So not terrible for something like this that will give you that length of listening time. Okay, we're going to power the device up so you get to hear what that sounds like. Since this has no screen on it, everything is done through audio cues. So I actually will pull my lapel mic and put it next to the speaker so you can hear that. So that was the device powering up, and we're going to come across and we are going to push the Bluetooth pairing button. Now, both of those cues, the entire device does shake, so it's got a decent amount of bass. For somebody who's not an audiophile like myself, it's pretty good. Now, what we're gonna do next is we are going to pair this to my phone, which I'll bring into screen now, which is the Google Pixel 2. So give you a good idea of what the size of this is, but we also want to play some music because, well, guess what? Yeah, you talk about the size, what it does, the ruggedness of it, but it's worthless if you don't do sound. So we're gonna do that right now. All right, so we're gonna turn the device on and it will pair to my phone, which has Bluetooth on. I will say it uses Bluetooth 4.1, which is a little odd because I figured the device would have had Bluetooth 5, but it's an older device, so I can kind of see that. I was just hoping for a little better, but we're gonna power it on and listen to it pair up. And I will switch it around this way because you did notice that there is a flashing light there on the front when it's in pairing mode and when it actually connects. So you saw boot up flashes when it's actually connected. That will show white. I will say this. When the battery reaches 10%, it will disconnect itself from Bluetooth, and this here will be flashing red. And when you charge it, it just stays a steady red. And then when it's fully charged, the light just goes out altogether. So I kind of didn't notice it because, well, the way I have this set up in my bathroom, I don't see the blinking light. So I had to use my phone. But if you have this on your backpack, you will notice that. So, as promised, let's try listening to some, what I'm hoping is royalty-free music that I have set up, so won't get flagged when I do this.
This the life we chose, but I don't want to do this anymore.
Hopefully that came out well. I'm hoping my mic kind of picked that up, and it was a variety of different types of music. So again, as I said, when that bass was really going, I could feel this shaking on the table. So it does have enough punch for somebody like myself. If you're a super audiophile, you might find fault with that, but for your everyday user, this is going to be perfect. Now in the box, aside from the JBL Clip 3 here, you also get a USB to micro USB cable, fashionably orange so you don't lose it anywhere, which is nice, but you can use any cable that you want to charge it. It does also include an auto power off feature, so you don't have to worry about if you forget to turn this off. After a while, it will just power itself down and you get to save battery that way. Now, it's not all sunshine and rainbows with this. For me, I didn't notice it because I don't have any other JBL products, but this does not support JBL Connect, which means you can't string a bunch of these together and have like your own little entertainment system. So for me, again, this is the only JBL product I have, so it did not come up as a problem for me. Now, the other thing that may be a deterrent is the price. Depending on where you get this, it can be anywhere from $70 to $40 if you can find it on sale. I picked this up on a Black Friday sale for $40. For me, $40 to $50 for this, I can do that, because this is a great portable speaker that you do not have to worry about if it gets wet. And granted, a nice pair of headphones is great, but if you want to share your music, or if you just want to be more situationally aware and don't want to have headphones on, something like this is invaluable. And yes, again, I just use this to play podcasts in my shower. But for you, who might go outside more than I do, and you want to take your music with you, the JBL Clip 3 portable waterproof wireless Bluetooth speaker is a great recommendation. Like, I would recommend this to my friends, especially if you can get it between that $50 to $40 range. it's a no-brainer. The clip just makes it so much easier to take with you on your person. So I have been Wanderer001. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the area below. And as always, thanks for watching.